around it. Eat everything else, but don't send it back.
That shit embarrasses me to no end. You know what I do when the food sucks?
What?
I pay the bill, I get up and I leave.
Yeah.
And I make a mental note. Don't go there, the food sucks. Well, I went there last Tuesday. It tastes like gas!
Did he say taste like gas or taste like ass?
Ass.
Yeah, he said ass.
You know,
I'm not even sure which place you're talking about.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's the first thing you do. I'm not going to sit there and argue with you and go back and forth, you know, right or wrong.
I'm in Indianapolis recently, some club in the suburbs. Nobody's coming. It's like I've got the HIV. And so I'm miserable all weekend. And then I go, you know, it's Saturday night in between shows. I'm going to go next door. They got a sushi restaurant. I'm going to get a nice plate of sushi, cheer up a little bit, spend a few bucks, live. So I go there between shows and I get some miso soup and some sushi. Miso soup comes out. It's ice cold.
Oh, no.
Then I get and so I don't eat it. And then all of a sudden they bring the sushi and it's like it had been smoked. Like the corners of the fish were dry and curled back. It had been sitting there for days. Meanwhile, the waiter recognized me. So I walk in, he goes, Greg Fitzsimmons, holy shit. He goes, I'm going to take great care of you. It's like, if you want to take care of me, get some takeout from another restaurant because this shit is poison. So he puts it in front of me, and I don't want to be a douche because he recognized me. So I gave him a big tip, and like you said, I just walked out. I wasn't going to eat that shit.
First of all, shame on you for going to a sushi place next door to Indianapolis. I mean, how many people left Hiroshima to go to Indianapolis, okay? You know, so shame on you. It's like you don't leave Auschwitz to move to Iowa to open a bagel shop. You've already been in torture for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? You leave Auschwitz to go to New York and get the party started.
How did you connect those two thoughts?
Because I've been smoking weed to take this morning. It doesn't matter.
That was a fucking World War II thought. These bagels are good. Yeah, my family's all dead. Enjoy it. I hope the bagel cheers you up.
Tremendous. Happy Thanksgiving. Sometimes just getting a stupid laugh, man. And this guy's over there humming like a cat.
How many milligrams?
Oh my God! I wake up.
Inhaler thing. You gave me like 18.
And it's time for another inhaler. This inhaler brought to you by asthma.
Boy, they can't stop thinking of ways to get pot in your system.
Anybody else?
No.
In the 60s and 70s, Lee, in the late 60s and 70s, on television, on CBS, NBC, or ABC, when two men had a conversation, there was always a bottle on the table with no label on it. There was a bucket with ice cubes with a prong. And as soon as two men walked in the room, what are we going to do about the Diaz situation? Well, the first thing I did in the late 60s and early 70s was to turn around, okay? Without even eye contact, without offering. You didn't even offer in this time in the United States. You turned around, you took two glasses, you put an ice cube in each, right on TV while the camera was rolling, and he was saying his lines about how the world's going to end and if the Russians don't go out to the fallout shelter. And they'd always pour from a bottle, which you assume was whiskey, correct?
Always.
Do you remember this as a young man?
Yeah.
Something brown.
And they
Something
gave
caramel.
it to everybody, and everybody they didn't go cheers or salud, or they just drank. He's lonely. He's just looking for another hemophiliac. What's he? He didn't have a dick. He didn't have a pussy. What do you call those people?
Hemophiliac? You mean hermaphrodite?
Hermaphrodite.
Every pair of MeUndies is made with micromodal fabric, which doesn't sound sexy, but once you feel your MeUndies, you'll never go back to old underwear again.
Didn't you just read all this?
Yes.
I don't know why he's doing this.
I don't know.
Why are you doing the whole thing?
Close
You just
the
read
show,
it.
Lee. Close the goddamn show, will you, for Christ's sake?
Okay.
Thank MeUndies, thank On It, and thank the other people, and let's boogie with Stu, for Christ's sake.
Cool.
You're lullabying these people to death. And get out of here and go get that turkey before 6. What's up? Welcome to the Wednesday night edition of the church. Greg Fitzsimmons, my main man, and Lee Syatt.
Hello.
What's up, Something in red. Remember, he said that's the hooker for $60 that we were going to get you?
Yeah.
And this fan went upstairs and cleaned his room. I go, where you been? He goes, I was cleaning my room just in case the hooker came up. I didn't want the room to be messy.
I stand by that still.
It's a nice Jewish boy.
He's the best. This guy is the best. This is my Gumbalich, old school. How high are you right now? Nothing.
I'm high, but this isn't as bad as Monday.
No. Who takes care of you like me? What I tell you, it's 10
But
milligrams.
there's no way this is over. By the end of the show, I'm gonna be fucking gone.
10 milligram, but then you guys also
They're not
smoked
10
a
milligrams.
spleef the size of my thumb.
Yeah, we smoked half a joint. We're gonna eat another edible.
They're not 10 milligrams. The ones he had are either 70 or 180. I just don't know which one he gave me yet. It depends.
I ate, first of all, it was 70, and I ate 50. I gave you 20.
You did not. I had at least 30.
You're such a fucking sack of shit. You haven't eaten 30 milligrams all year. I've been giving you 10, 15.
Oh, you're such a liar.
How much is like a typical hit? Like those ones you gave me, those...
Chiba Chews, that was a 70 milligram.
That's 70 that you gave me? Yeah.
Were you high?
I ate half of that. I took Joey to this meeting. He comes on and does my radio show. God bless him. And this guy's listening, who's this executive at a network to be named later. And he goes, this guy Joey Diaz, I've never heard anything like it. So me and Mike Gibbons go to bring him in, and we're sitting in the lobby waiting to go upstairs, and he gives me an edible to eat. And I'm like, we're going to a meeting, man. What are you doing? He goes, just eat half of it. So I eat half of it. We're sitting in this meeting. Everything's cool. Fine. 10 minutes goes by. Everything's fine. 15 minutes goes by. And I got 2 X's over my eyes. And I start laughing at what Joey's saying. Because Joey said cunt 3 times in the first 5 minutes. And I start laughing that he's saying cunt.
I told him I want to kill my wife.
Yeah, right.
Oh, my God. They just got pale.
He goes, I don't really want to kill her. But, I want to kill her. Oh, fuck.
That was like 6 months ago, right? Something like that, a year ago.
Oh my God,
ago.
we laughed our ass off. He called me right away. He's like, I've been to 1,000 pitch meetings, never a Rick Fitzsimmons.
Wait, this all happened last night?
Monday night, they made some special Halloween edibles for us, and me and him inhaled them. Like,
It was an edible that had the devil's face
the
on
devil's
it.
face on it.
Oh, what's the shop you go to?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
It's
had some
good
special
shit.
Halloween stuff.
I
Right.
went home. I was telling you I had anxiety in my sleep, which I never really had before. Like, I had to get up and think about what was
It's
going
tough
on.
at night because you can't go out in the street. You can't just go out to a coffee shop. You can't go see a movie. And no life forms are around you. They're all slumbering. It's just you. Thank God you got a wife.
We're going to see you in 15 minutes.
You got an agenda.
It was over. The phone got shut off, and nobody was coming in.
Yeah.
I already had beers upstairs, 2 beers maybe, and I already had weed, and I had everything I needed for the night in this hotel room. It's the type of drug that it gets when you start it, when you first do blow. Yeah, Lee, come over. Craig's coming over. Greg's coming over. We're going to get high, and, chick would not come in that door unless I already shook her down. What, Joe, what do you mean by that? What I mean by that is this girl that I'm bringing into my cubicle of death is not coming in on a maybe. She's going home in those days.
Right.
There was no...
She's got a role to play.
Yeah,
We're not going to assign duties once we get inside.
There was no plan. Once
Yep.
I get in, first thing I'm going to do is set out a line so I know what time it is. First thing I do when a girl comes over in those days is I'd say, she'd pee. Oh, my God, it's great to be here. Put the heater on.
Yeah.
And I'd go, hold on, I'm cutting the line. Why are we going to sit here for 3 hours with this monkey in the way? Listen to me, before she came through the door, she was already qualified. Like, she was already asked, shaken down, like, if you understand. I'm going to do more blow. I'll come back with you. Let me tell you something. You're a savage, right? Yeah, what do you mean? What I mean is, we're going to do a couple lines. I'm putting you to work. Yeah, I know. What do you mean by
Right.
work?
I'm giving you drugs. I'm turning you out.
And then I would tell you stories about going to the bathroom, a girl being on a date. And, oh, my God, there's 1,000 of those things.
Well, that's the thing about easy pussy is there's a reason why it's easy. Usually, like when I think back to high school, there was always that girl, like in my high school was this girl, Linda. And, she had a reputation. She was easy. You could have sex with Linda. But then you look back and you realize, like I see now with hindsight, oh, yeah, she had a horrible childhood. There's always something wrong. It's very rarely a self-actualized woman that's going to come over your
because
motel
right
room.
on stage, I'm going to talk about doing blow. So when I get off stage during the first show, somebody's going to say something to me, or something's going to go somewhere. It's going to go somewhere. Oh, you do blow or something, or the second show. The second show for sure.
More likely to have
Somebody's
a
going to say, "Do you want to
late
blast?"
show.
Well, there's going to be people at the bar, and some girls going to come over and go, I have a blast. Next thing you know, you're doing a blast, and they got a mini skirt.
I'm surprised you dated an Irish woman, because I can't date Jews because...
You're full Irish?
100%.
It's too much. It reminds me too much of my mother.
Yeah.
So I just can't. I mean, is that why you didn't date like when I started dating a Hispanic girl, you told me like right off, like they're crazy.
They're crazy. But I'm crazy. That's why it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
A Hispanic girl, for it to really work, like I see a lot of Jews go for Hispanic chicks. And I see when a white guy dates a Hispanic chick, it tames them, it balances them off.
Yeah.
When you have two fire people, it doesn't work.
All right.
I went through that one time with a Spanish girl, and that was two Spanish girls. One for about a year and one for like 8 months. And it was horrible. I was always in an argument. I was always tensed up when I walked in the door. I don't want to be tensed up. I don't want to be tensed up at all when I walk in my house. So.
Yeah, no, I think the Irish and Jews have a great thing going. You know, like my how many couples do you know where the guy's Irish, the woman's Jewish? There's something about like we have shame, the Irish have shame, and the Jews have guilt. And somehow they're not exactly the same. They counter each other off just a little bit. But my mother and my wife's mother went to the same high school in the Bronx. Didn't know each other. They're like 2 years apart.
The Church of What's Happening Now. Greg Fitzsimmons. My Goomba of Death, Lee Syatt. Kick that mule, Lee. I don't hear it. Kick it. You're playing games with me.
I don't lick toes. I don't lick toes. That's disgusting. But I like the dirty feet, but once we get into bed, you got to wash those hoofs. I can't have those dirty hoofs on my bed. And
Do you
shit.
wash their feet?
I got a no. What am I, Jesus?
Jesus
I'm not
John the Baptist.
I got a fungi toe myself. I'm walking around with duct tape on it and shit. Sometimes I get radio waves.
Get those sneakers with the toes cut out of them.
This fungi toe is killing me. Because like for 6 months, they'll just throb at night. The fungi comes alive.
It hurts?
Yeah.
I thought it was just growing
so
like
again,
an
this
ecosystem.
weekend, I go in the tub and I just sit there for, like, I only do it in hotels. I bring the heavy-duty artillery to the hotels. Industrial nail cutters.
Yeah.
You clean the fungi out. So I go in the tub, I soak, I cut those nails, and I take them and I sniff them real good.
Do you save it for after the show?
I leave them for the maid. I put a 20 right on top. There you go. Have a party. She comes in the room. She listens to the couch. There's 1,000 fungi nails everywhere. All different colors. Green, purple. They're like the gay flag. Oh, my God. Sometimes I cut them and poke my wife with them. I was telling Lee, I'll just poke her. And she'll go, what is that? It's a fungi nail. Keep it up. It's like a snake tooth.
She's going to get like an infection from whatever on the fungi.
I'll take this to a concert. I'll stab like 18 people. 16 will start scratching within minutes. That's what I should do. Take a fungi nail out and do a show of me stabbing people with my fungi nail. Can I stab you with my fungi nail?
Get someone to eat it.
Oh, that's it. I'm going to let them grow.
And you sell it after the show.
What's up, Lee? How you feeling, dog?
I'm feeling
We
good.
went to Legal Seafood like 18 times.
You know what? I was going to
I want to thank Legal Seafoods for taking good care. Chance to be with my mother again. I would dump my girlfriend. Not worth the aggravation. I'd throw my mom 8. What's the mortgage here, Mom? 12. Here's 9. Let me live downstairs like a doctor. Which means, you know what a doctor means, dog? Means when you wake up, you know what you wake up to? Mom with bacon, 2 eggs, toast, just how you like it. Drink the coffee, Greg, before it gets cold.
And she's standing there with the pot.
Right there. And she's telling you about the weather and what happened and what avenue to take because it's busy and Mr. Mailman got cancer. That's what a mom does.
You don't need any app.
She's just happy you're there.
Yeah.
At that age, they get to a point with mom and dad, they're just happy that you're there and you're having a great time. You know what? You can't bring women there. And you can't disrespect them and get high in the house. You got to give them that. Because I haven't had a mom in 30 years.
How long you been gone?
I've been here almost 6, and then I was gone for 4 of college, so pretty much 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ready to head back home. You know what I'm saying, Mom? What's the mortgage here? What do you need a month to make you happy? Here you go.
Yeah.
I'm taking the basement over. I'm redoing the basement because that's what balance out living with mom. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who lives with mom has like a girlfriend, but they do something filthy.
Yeah.
Because that makes you feel normal. Where you been, Greg? Ma, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I've been somewhere you don't want to know.
And the thought of living with my mom, like, it wasn't her, but I wanted to get out at 18. And now I don't want to live with her, but I want to live within like 20 minutes.
I'll tell you what, 3 months ain't bad with Mom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could do 3 months. Yeah, if I had to.
You tell the girlfriend you're getting your head together, not to call for 3. Listen, don't call for 3 months. I'm getting my head together. And what did you play?
Blackjack, as always.
And did you win?
Yeah.
How much did you win?
$50.
I didn't get a 5 or a 10. Nothing. Nothing comes.
Let
my
him
way.
wet his beak.
Nothing. This is what I'm living
Show
with.
some respect.
4 years of college, Greg Fitzsimmons. Nothing. He doesn't even come with a cup of coffee, dog. I won 50. 50. This is $3. At least you made a gesture. I'll forget about the 7. You know what I'm saying?
I apologize. I'll bring
He
donuts.
gave you nothing. You flew him in.
Unbelievable.
He wins
Not
$50.
not even a
right
little
back
taste.
to his room.
Not even a flower. He could have bought me a flower from one of
That's
the
not
Asian
true.
girls.
I brought you
that's
lobster
right.
tail.
He did. He brought me a lobster.
Oh, did he? All
Yeah,
right.
he couldn't bring me a workout. He brought me a lobster tail, but it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
You
good.
know,
But he had a cookie upstairs and something. Knew he was up to something. He went right upstairs and hailed that lobster tail
hell yeah.
and the fanny pack he had. What was the name of it? The funny bunny?
Whoopie pie.
Whoopie pie. Oh yeah, he couldn't leave till he had a whoopie pie.
A mini whoopie pie from Bova's.
Then he went the next day. I walked 5 miles,
I did.
but he ate a pie and then he walked back like.
I
You know what I'm saying? He's trying to tell me he
I
exercised.
didn't eat nothing.
He walked 5 miles, but he had 2 pies and meatball sandwich. He's looking to me in the face, telling me he had a slice. He went there. He got ice cream. 5 miles. He's trying to tell me he walked 5 miles. At 5, there's pizza boxes and chicken McNuggets. I go, where the fuck did these come from? I walked across the street at 5 in the morning to the gas station.
No,
You trust those people? You should have seen the Domino's. He walked to the gas station, got ribs from a gas. Yes,
oh my god.
there was barbecue sauce everywhere.
He's got 3 hours to sleep. He goes out to eat.
Unbelievable. This guy goes out in the
Well,
middle.
in my defense, you're giving me like my first major edibles. You're giving me the banana bread and just leaving me there with like dinner 3 hours ago.
And we brought home Chinese. I left him with an egg roll.
No, I didn't get Domino's that night.
Oh, you got Domino's the night before we got to Kennedy Airport.
Yeah.
I went up to get him 4 in the morning. What's the smell? He's got his feet up like feet out. If I don't have to walk of death downstairs through the cigarette smoke, to the cloud of death, to the waitress of one eye.
The sadness on everybody's face.
Yeah. 3 guys like Lee wrestling for a hot dog. Every time I go to the South Point and I walk past the hot dog cart, I think about Lee. And they just put a sign, 3 hot dogs a lot. And they have like a picture of Lee. Like, we went to the South Point. He killed that black dude. Lee kept going back and forth like a yo-yo because it's like 10 feet from the sports book.
Yeah.
Hilarious. When those hot dogs, that dude turned that sign around.
I've never gotten more than like 2 hot dogs.
Stop it. Stop it, Lee. You killed that poor man.
No, I did not.
Yes, because that's
And it's a woman.
no, it's a black dude.
No, it's not.
Because what happened was you had like 3 or 4 of them, and then I left, and you went back there, and you got like two more and took them up to a room with like a cheesecake or something. And then I had this Puerto Rican dude on my block, Puerto Rican Nelson. He lived in the back. He was a bartender in the city. He used to always ask me, and he wasn't a freak or nothing. I always thought that at one point he would molest me.
Yeah.
And even till today, I think deep sometimes. Did Puerto Rican Nelson ever molest me? Because he used to always have a robe on and slippers.
That's how he walked around?
Oh, my God. Puerto Rican Nelson.
I love that you're not sure if he did. You feel like it's maybe...
Yeah, like I think, did he ever dope me? Like he ever pull a Cosby on me? Because everything about him fits like an M.O. He was just a good dude.
Yeah.
That we used to go outside and help us fix our bike. And he was a Spanish dude. And he was just, he had the sideburns and the leather jacket. I became friends with him. And I go over there and he had a black friend that went over to the Rock of Gibraltar and he brought pictures back. And then he would just talk to me. And then one day, he asked me he had a couple of beers. You ever go to somebody's house, and you go to their house a lot, and they're sober, but one day you catch them and they're hammered,
Yeah.
What's up, man? What are we going to do today? Give me an hour. I'll go out there and play stickball with you. And he come out with coffee and he reeked of alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, he was one of those dudes in the summer. You know, no air conditioning. Just a dynamite dude.
Yeah.
And one day, I knock on the door and he answers with a towel around him and he's sitting down. I go, Nelson, you going to play football? He's like, man, not today. He answers the door, you guys again? He invites us in. He's got a towel on. You know, he turns a light on and there's like a table filled with alcohol, you know, and like.
Oh, yeah?
How old were you at this point?
12. It was like 6 of us in the neighborhood that liked Nelson, but 2 of us actually interacted a little closer with Nelson.
Yeah.
I was Spanish, so I understood Nelson's world. I knew Puerto Rican people like $10 or something. We're like, nah. So that was it. He never talked about it again. And then one day we're sitting there like a month.
Just love this guy.
Like
a guy in a towel has neighborhood boys over and offers to get them. And he's drunk.
Because he's outraged that they haven't had sex at 14 or 12.
He used to play basketball with us. So one day I go over there with this kid and he starts telling us.
What's his name again?
Puerto Rican Nelson. We go.
Is it be capitalized?
He was one of those. He had to be 26 maybe. He was from somewhere else and he lived there. This is before the computer and before Neighborhood Watch and before.
and no one was freaked out by a pack of 12-year-olds hanging out with them?
No, because in those days a lot of parents came out and played with kids. And
I know, that's different
touch.
now.
See, it's different
I would never
now.
be able to play with a random kid in my neighborhood.
So everybody knew him for the neighborhood, and in those days we wanted to go into the murky waters.
Yeah.
And he was kind of opening the door. Not really, to be honest with you. It took a long time. It's not like he lurked us into his house and said, do you guys want to have sex? This is after we knew him for a year.
Right.
We go back there all the time to get water after a basketball game. We knew him, you know. But now he knew we were growing up and he knew what our needs were. I look at it now like he was just trying to, but we couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
So one day we're sitting back there, we had a basketball game, and he's like, hey, man, he goes, I'll tell you what. He goes, tell these guys how hot she was. And me and my buddy's like, yeah, she was hot. He's like, oh, when can we see her? He goes, listen, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. He goes, listen, in the living room, and I'll leave the window open. You guys can come by and listen.
That was his thing.
For like $1 a piece.
That was his fetish.
We all ran away. We were like mortified. We got there 10 minutes before. We're like, they're not even in there. And all of a sudden you heard her. We tried to look. There must have been 8 of us trying to look at that window. And I heard meat. And we ran out of there, dog. And the next day he's like, did you guys come by? Welcome to Podcastville. Greg Fitzsimmons, the Irishman, fresh from New York, 4 months, the summer, dead of August, humidity.
Yeah.
You go home, you wash, you got dirt in your hair.
Wrong. Like, this is not what I expected from this girl. And she's working elbows and knees deep. And I was like, wow, this is... And starts oiling it up, doing some deep circles. Like round, to the point where I'm going, like, about your hygiene and how it smells back there. And then she goes and then there's like a little ball graze, and I think, uh-oh. Then she gets the other cheek, same thing, rubs it, oils it, gets in that crease, second ball graze. Now you got my attention. Slaps me on the ass. You turn over, which is foreplay for a lot of guys in America. Those 3 words, you turn over. I turn over. I look up, and it's a dude with lipstick on. Asian dude, long hair, lipstick on. It's not the woman from the front desk. And he starts rubbing my thighs, front of my thighs.
Are you putting me in?
I swear to Christ.
Why are you telling me this? You know I did like 10 stars tonight. The sting of mushroom.
I swear to Christ.
You're scaring me right now.
And so the dude's rubbing my thighs, and he starts to go on the inside, and I start to feel a little pressure. And then he didn't go for it. And to this day, I think, I don't know what would have happened. Like, I can't look you in the eye and say that no was on the tip of my tongue at that moment?
It was the lipstick. It was the lipstick. When you're laying on your back, anybody shows up with lipstick, you let them suck your dick. Until the Huns can show up with lipstick on and flowers.
You didn't react?
Once I see the lipstick,
Yeah, I'm done.
that's when I told the sidekick a death, and I run down there, and then the cops come, and I tell him he tried to suck my. He had lip. No, I didn't, but he had lipstick on. I ran back to Denver, the king of the open mics, because I had seen the other side. A change and a 6-ounce veggie and cheese from Subway. I get to the gig, and they're like, "What are you talking about? You're here a day early." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And they're like, "Tomorrow at 3, you can check into the Courtyard Marriott." So I went over to the Courtyard Marriott like a mook that I am, and just slept outside the Courtyard Marriott.
Was it the winter?
No, it was like Memorial Day weekend, 1995.
Yeah.
Like I drove to Michigan from Boulder, Colorado, in a car that was a soldier. Like if I could find this car today, I would buy it out of respect.
Yeah.
What I put that car through, it was a Datsun B210.
Oh, yeah.
4-door, white with blue interior. The air conditioner, I could keep meeting it. I never got another car that was that cold. The air conditioning was old school Japanese. Like they invented this in Tsukimaki. This air lasted. No, that car was a different car. But this air lasted. It lasted me 2 years of, let's just say, Boulder to Detroit and Baltimore. That's the 2 cities that gave me work in the beginning. I had everything in there. I was like a little Puerto Rican mechanic. I could fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I went to Detroit. I went there at night early. They tell me bad news. And then I go, where do we check in tomorrow? I go to Courtyard Marriott about 3 blocks away and make a left. I then went over there. There was no security guard. There was no security guard. I go into the property, and there was like a tree, and I went into the tree. It was about 5:30. The wind was blowing. The sun was out. I'll never forget this. And I'm sitting in the car going, well, I put the seat back a little, and I had music on, and the car was 3/4 full, but I had a box of change. I must have had $30 in there of change. I had like 4 joints. This is how bad life was. I had like a half a sandwich, and I go, this is it. This is tonight. I had a blankie, a pillow, and all of a sudden my pager goes off, and it's the club. I go to a payphone, I call them, and they go, where are you? And I go, oh, I was thinking of getting a hotel room. They go, don't. We're going to put you in one. Do you have a suit? And I go, yes. I go, put on a suit.
You had a suit?
I had everything in that car.
No shit.
I had a suit in the back hanging.
Oh, yeah.
So I put my suit on. I checked into the hotel, took a shower. They had towels. I had never stayed at a hotel that had towels. Like all those other one-nighters.
I didn't know they had hotels that didn't have
paper
towels.
Condos, right? Yeah.
Went to the club. They gave me spaghetti and whatever you want. Order from the menu. It's on us. And then they said, wait, Tony Bennett comes here. When he does the theater, after the theater, he comes here for dinner. Every year. It's his tradition. He's going to come and play the piano, do 7 minutes in front of him, keep it clean. I didn't know nothing clean. I had nothing. I'm back there writing jokes a la carte and shit.
You get jokes about spaghetti.
Unbelievable.
So did you do it? Did you do the 7 minutes?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
What do you think? As Spanish people say, no bueno.
It's
You know
the
what I'm
last time Tony Bennett came to that club.
No, that's why I play. I'm over here playing this song for 8 years. He'll never come on the podcast after the bombing I did in front of him. He gave me a hug and gave me like a 5. You gotta leave now. You gotta leave.
Please leave.
You gotta leave, please. You're embarrassing me. I'll pick up the tab. Don't worry about nothing. He's pointing at me, pointing at the waiter. I got his tab. Let him scoochie Marty. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want that energy in the club.
Guns and Godzilla.
I saw a car in the parking lot. I'm pretty sure it's his. It's got a box to change.
I had everything in there. A pillow, a blanket.
Basketball.
Shorts, goggles, You know, if anything to books, flashlights, batteries, anything. And if it was the end of the world, then I had a few days.
Do you have porn in there?
No porn, no magazines, nothing. I had canned food. I had sternos. You never know. Little chanchicha. The little. I would buy 10 of those things when I hit the jackpot, like a 20. I'd buy those Vienna sausages and just put them in the back. Let me tell you something. 4 in the morning, when you get up in the car and you're hungry and you got some saltine crackers, some Vienna sausage in the trunk.
You could not sit outside. Listen, I love being outside. You're depressed, get vitamin D. Vitamin D is the best thing in the world for you. A couple minutes in the sun, I know, but Joey, sun, cancer. You know it's cancer? Sitting inside 4 walls, breathing the same oxygen, okay? That's cancer. You go outside, you sit under a tree, you get close to the roots, it's making chlorophyll, you suck by that tree, you do some Dr. Belises, you get a little vitamin D, things change with 10, 15 minutes in vitamin D. You know, I get up in the morning, first thing I do is walk on the balcony. I gotta get some air. I want to breathe. You see what happened the night before? It was windy, something. Listen, I'm talking about you're in your house, you get up at 6. You feed the cats, you clean the letterbox, you take a shower, you have some coffee. And about 20, 25 minutes in, open your door and you go outside. You go outside.
I don't think I'm agoraphobic, like scared of going outdoors.
Yeah, you are. But you sit in that house for 3 days.
It gives me anxiety leaving.
Why do you get anxiety?
I have no idea. Everything I like is in my house. I know that nothing bad's really going to happen. Like, I'll drive myself nuts.
I'm not
I'll
saying
spend 3 hours trying to figure out what to eat. It's not that.
I'm not saying going to a strip club.
No.
I'm just saying walking in front of your house.
Yeah.
Under a tree, getting a little bit of sun, breathing, no music, no iPod, no nothing. Just collecting your thoughts for 10 minutes outside. I don't care how hot it is or how rainy it is. Even when it's rainy, I sit outside sometimes. You get hit with a couple drops of rain. Oh, my God. But in a way, it gets you going. It's a different way of getting going outside coffee and all these things. You let nature get you going. If you were around 8,000 years ago, you'd wake up outside and you'd breathe that air. And guess what? People didn't sit around and talk, but they got up and killed them. Okay. I don't like eating outside.
Really?
No, I don't like eating outside, especially with becoming this country. People eat outside to show you they're outside. Look at us with an umbrella. Put me in the back, looking forward. So if somebody comes in, I slip out the bathroom door.
Well, I don't understand it at restaurants, especially when outside is the parking lot.
No, that's a jerk-off thing. That's since I used to date a girl that was a thing. Let's sit outside. What do they call it? Salsa fresca.
Yeah,
agua fresca. Put me in the back, and I'll look forward. I don't want no outside germs. Dog. You ever see people handle your food?
Oh, it
they
drives
grab
me
the
nuts.
food, and you know what I'm talking about? Like they have your food, and they'll stop, talk, they'll talk, and your food will be just sitting there out.
Because you're looking at them in the
kitchen. Oh
kitchen.
Yeah, see, I look at everybody. I don't. No. Uncle Joey keeps that eye on that waiter. I got one eye on the waiter and the other eye on the door.
The part that gets me, because I used to be a waiter, is like the thumb in the drinking glass, or the thumb touching like your food as they're bringing it to you, or like if you're at like a.
The thumb is the least of my problem.
Really?
The thing that bothers me the most is when they stop with your food to talk.
And it cools down.
No, it doesn't cool down. The breath. You're talking, and my food, and his germs are sticking to your food. How do you know which way it is to the bathroom? I have no idea. I'm carrying food that way. But you don't stop to talk to somebody. That's my point.
And getting their breath on your food?
Yeah, okay. That's what I don't like. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like the thumb.
This country's worried about thumbs and hair.
But it's different. I don't know. It doesn't bug...
Because, listen,
okay.
Let me explain something to you
right.
that you need to understand before you get into anything.
Okay.
When you walk into a restaurant, you have to assume in the back of your mind that this guy scratched his balls and picked up your meat. You have to assume that the lettuce guy, because if you don't, you're an idiot.
I try to put it out of my head, I guess.
Yeah, we all do as Americans. You try to put it out of your head when you eat. But what do you think happens in a kitchen? What do you think really happens? You know that food that you like? Let me ask you something. All these restaurants that do bar rescue go to.
Right.
They're the restaurants you go to. The same type of food you like. You know, that dude that you were raving about, carnitas on a sandwich. Listen, that guy will be out of business in a year.
Carnitas is
Nobody has come up to me in the last 4 weeks and said, I found this place. And they had carnitas sandwich with Swiss cheese or cheddar. We discussed cheddar today.
You hate cheddar. I don't know what it is.
Because
Delicious.
it's not delicious. It's not a good cheese at all. Doesn't do anything to a sandwich. Cheddar's not Swiss. Cheddar's not Munster.
So what cheeses are passable?
American sliced thin. Sliced thin on turkey. Taste it sometimes. Thin with mayonnaise. It conglomerates better than that hard cancer.
I don't think it's a cancer, but maybe. Who knows? I like Swiss.
Swiss is a call for ham. Swiss is a call for turkey with a change. Little Swiss on roast beef with change, on rye bread. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into. You have no idea with the little seeds in it, a little rye bread with some roast beef sliced thin, a little pink, throw some salt and pepper, or a slice of Swiss cheese or two, a shaved lettuce. Very important, shaved lettuce.
Is that little strips?
Little strips.
I love the little
and
strips.
And the slices of tomato on rye with mayonnaise. And then come back and you see your Uncle Joey. If that's not your sandwich,
I used to get pissed at my mom because I loved something there's something about shaved lettuce that tastes different.
Yeah,
as opposed to like one leaf of lettuce.
Complete that leaf. I take that thing and I go, yeah, I don't want this. When they just put the leaf of lettuce in, I don't want that. No. I like when they put the spinach in and all that type of stuff, like the spinach leaves. I don't mind that.
Okay.
But shredded lettuce is the call. When you go down to Jersey Shore, it's shredded lettuce. What part of that doesn't anybody understand?
I think it's laziness, I guess.
Yeah, it's laziness. It's fucking complete laziness. That's why you can't go to those places. Because if you go, you just fall into that trap. You just have to boycott those places in your mind.
Everyone makes fun of you for your stances and stuff, but it gets you out a lot of bad. Like you never have a bad meal.
No,
it's just like
I stick to my guns.
Right? Yeah.
I stick to my guns. I love to try new things, but I look at the person who suggested it. And I look at the other foods he's told me about in his stupid life.
Do you still take advice from me or no?
No, not even close. You're disgusting. You like carne asada on French fries. That's
Who doesn't like carne? It's delicious. Carne asada fries.
That's just garbage, Lee. That's just garbage. It could be a pork knuckle. I saw that meat they served at that thing the other day.
Where?
At the benefit I went to. It was disgusting.
Yeah, bad meat. It's really
when people created all these meals, they have to evolve. There's nothing I like on a French fry. Somebody calls you and says, "Hey, I'm having a party at that place. I ain't going there." Why? Because they have carnita fries.
I won't even step in the building.
No. It's just little things that people, and then we go back on, and then we get angry with ourselves. I should have never came here. You knew it. 2,000 million people are not wrong. Jared tricked the whole nation into eating that horse meat. It's terrible. And if you say to me, well, Joey, it's a sandwich for $5. Do you know the sandwich I can make you for $5?
But you have to go to the store.
Wouldn't you rather go to the store than have that tattoo guy with greasy fingers? He's been smoking cigarettes. He could put on 3 gloves, and the stench of his life is still going to touch that disgusting turkey pastrami they get that you're going to eat. $5, you're selling your soul.
You're selling your soul, even to save the money.
No nutritional value at all. Half of these places you go eat at now, dog, are all a fusion. Hi, I was in a bar in Jersey, and I heard about this place called Five Fingers Burgers, Five Brothers. Can we go there and get a hamburger? Yeah, on your own. You want a burger? Yeah, we're going to Stout. Why are we going to Stout?
You don't get bored of any of these places?
No.
Okay.
But it's the best burger. I'm not going to go anywhere else. There's no reason to go anywhere else. But the burger's the best burger in town. The thing to do is to go to Jerry's, get steak fries, go to Stout, get a burger, and bring it home. That's your best bet.
That is the best bet. I love doing that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying to you. I wouldn't go anywhere else for a burger right now. Nowhere else. The next 10 years while I live here. There's no reason to. The flavor in that burger, I've been all over the country. How they cook it, the pink, it's real meat. You never get sick there. The onion rings are tremendous, and the iced tea. I'm not going to recommend anything else to you there. I don't know. I never had it. But when I want a hamburger, one of my friends, I want a hamburger, and my friend Julius says there's a place in Sherman Oaks. Listen, then go with Julius.
Right, yeah.
Go with Julius. But today, we're going to Stout. And I guarantee you'll love it. Go to Dollar Shave Club, cocksucker. That's how productive you were, all in one loop. So you get up from the computer, go in the bathroom, put the hot water on only. That's it. Hot water on only. Go out to that backyard and hit that toots. Put that down and go in there now and put the cold water on so the floor gets nice and hot for your feet. And now you get in there and you got steam to open up your pores. And then you put the cold water on. If it takes 8 minutes to smoke the bowl, it takes 8 minutes. So by the time you go back in there in 8 minutes, it's steamed.
Right.
So now you smoke dope. You sit on the throne. It's steamy in there. The problem with hot air is it thickens in there. It's not good. It lurks in there like herpes. It lurks. It smells for a little while. But you flush it. You let the hot water turn cold for a minute. And now you killed 8 birds with one stone. You know, your Listerine, you know. This is all right there. By the time I get out of the shower, my clothes are on bedly. I already got the clothes. On the way in to smoke, that's what I did. I took a pair of shorts out, socks, and I throw them across the bed. That's productivity.
I think multitasking has got a bad rap recently.
That's not multitasking. That's being productive. That's not going any direction without an empty hand. That's what that's called. Not making a move without an empty hand. Why am I making this move all the way over there without an empty hand for? What can I take to the kitchen? This glass that's been sitting here for 3 weeks?
Right, yeah.
So now I got a plan. I'm going to go into that kitchen, eat, whatever, boom, back to the bathroom, put the hot water on, out, smoke, go back, boom. By the time I get out, clothes, everything's ready to go. That's called productivity. Did you not read the memo? You're not supposed to come down here? No. My brother Joey Diaz told me that they were looking and to just come down and see some lady named Samantha. Who's Samantha? Right away, you got conversation. Right away, you got conversation.
You just make up a name?
Oh, yeah. My friend Peter Patello told me to come down here and see Samantha. But wait a second. How did you find out? I'm a college graduate. I've been looking for a job. You just selling yourself. You got 1 minute to talk. Talk. You're a dummy. You're not really a dummy. Right there, you're playing a dummy. My friend Mike Jesus told me, just start talking. Start talking. Her name is Samantha. I just want to drop this off. You mean Rebecca. Boom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. And then
let me put Rebecca on there. Guess who's getting a call tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning? Rebecca.
That little forehead you got. In real life?
I can't finger confidently. I looked at my fingers about 2 weeks ago. I'm like, who would let me finger these? I don't have fungi nail. I don't have the Mickey Rourke fingers. The fingers of death. You ever see Mickey Rourke's fingernails?
No.
He's got what I got on my toe, on his fingernail.
Oh, no.
He's got fungi nail on his toes, on his hands.
That's not good.
I have just fucking fingernails that, you know, I've had chlamydia on these fingers. This fingernail had the herp. This one had...
Each one is a different
Oh,
disease?
please. I had these fat gun hands are disgusting. I looked at them the other day. My hands are still soft, but look at these. You know, you can't get a nice job with dirty fingers. My fingers are not dirty, people. My cuticles are out. They're not, what do you call that? When you polish them, whatever, when you put the fucking thing on them, you know, you file them. What's going on with you? I wake up this morning, the sprinklers on your face. Are these stars killing you? You need another star anyway. You're not looking.
Are they killing you? Let me get you another one.
Yeah, let me get you another one. You're looking light tonight. You know
Oh, my God. What did I have? 7?
This fucking mad. I'm in your head. I'm in your gun ahead. You're the master disaster, Syatt. You're the master disaster. Gives me confidence. A nice chicken cutlet, cold. You put some salt and pepper on it, a little ketchup, and just eat it walking around. Nobody knows what's going on.
Ketchup?
Oh, my God. And you smear it with the fork into little valleys.
That can't be allowed.
Can I need the fries?
For all the rules you have, you can't be smearing ketchup on chicken.
Tremendous. It's a light smear. I don't dope it up. That's too much sugar. You just give it a light smear just to throw the chicken off.
I told you that I was putting mayonnaise on my burger, and I told my mom, and both of you yelled at me.
Oh, yeah, because you're a savage. That's why you poisoned your dad. He's probably coming with his canteen. He's ready to go down.
No one got poisoned.
Nobody puts mayonnaise on their burgers.
They do it at Wendy's.
Who would eat a burger at Wendy's and get sick? You would. I know.
I've never once gotten food
Yes,
poisoning.
you do. You don't know it. Those things sit in your stomach, and they start eating away your bacteria. And little by little, you got little pebbles down there, and then you got to shave your head and walk around and hang out with weird people. Keep it up. Those days are over with. You're a new man. You're throwing kettlebells. You're looking good. You got a little sun to you. They're fruitier.
Oh, I've never tried those
Yeah,
sizes.
you
Okay.
can make sure you get a 200 because you're in training. Don't let me find out. I'll make them go on the computer. You know, I got the girls.
Look at the records.
Yeah, I got the girls on the record over there. But you need to get the fruity ones for your dad. They got 50s and 25s. And get him a Chiba Chew. You know, spend a yard or two. What are you going to do with all that money? What happens if I hit you in the head tomorrow with a chair? You die. We're going to leave all those millions under the mattress.
Stop. Who you leave all those millions you got to?
Wolfgang Puck.
Wolfgang Puck. You know, you're supposed to smoke reefer. They say if you smoke reefer, you got 20/20 vision. You know what I'm saying?
I've never read that.
Yeah, I heard that for years. No glaucoma and you get 20/20 vision. Everybody else walking around with binoculars in their eyeballs. Me, I can't see out of my right eye, so I don't get it, Lee. July 13th, 2016.
Is it my turn?
The Church of What's Happening Now.
I didn't.
Uncle Joey. Lee Syatt.
Is it my turn? Imagine your emotions. Is it my turn?
Little PM Dawn. Jersey City, New Jersey. What's the story, Lee Syatt?
That's a change of pace, man. I'm not really a big R&B person, but that was it grows on you. Like
They're
at
a
the beginning,
band.
it's a little boring, maybe.
Yeah. It throws you off. Listen, they got like 10 jams that'll take you around the world and back. Nobody knows about them. I think PM Dawn ended up. I lost track of them like after this third album, maybe.
Okay, I've never even heard
But
of
the
them.
second album, whatever came out in '93, was one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life.
What about it?
The PM Dawn album. I used to go to this gym in North Bergen, and they used to always play it. The one guy was gay, and he would always play this album. But then once I got into the whole album and the flow and how they laid it down, these guys were onto something. That song, Boomerang, that song is from the movie Boomerang. These people that come to you and say, I'm doing this in a year, they're giving themselves time to be scared and to talk themselves out of it. What's going to happen in a year? That's different.
A little bit more money.
How much more? How much more? How much more?
Yep.
What do you think that's going to happen this year? Nothing's going to happen bad in your life? You don't think your car's going to blow up? You don't think you're going to need new tires? You don't think your girlfriend's going to want a ring? Or you don't think your dog's going to get sick because he ate a chicken bone and it's going to cost you $900? What's going to happen in a year?
Nothing.
Unless you really are making $3,200 a week and you got a plan like that. You're walking out here, Joey, I'm going to work for 20 weeks. I'm going to have $60,000. I'm going to leave here with 25, unless you got that plan. But if you've got some plan that in a year and a half, Susie's going to have her degree, this is your dream. It was a plan without a plan, Lee. It was a plan. Listen, Lee, it was a plan with a with a high possibility of failure. But if I failed, I had a place to go. And I could start all over. I'd go to Boulder and try to be a dad and eventually kill one of these people and eventually get what I deserve in life.
When did it change? Did it take until you got off coke or?
No. It changed when things happened every 90 days. Something happened every 90 days.
Just little improvements?
I got here January 29th. I drove into town. I went to Acapulco. I ate the all-you-could-eat Mexican. I took a shower in an RV. And I went to the comedy store on a Monday night. And I saw Wheels, and I saw Eddie Griffin, and I saw all these people. And then somebody said they knew me, and they put me on stage. I did 3 minutes in front of 3 people. Right there alone, I could put it on my resume, comedy store. But I never understood when I call you on a Friday, you'd be watching TV during business hours. If those lights are on, you got to be making that money. You can watch TV at night, don't you? I understood that no TV in the daytime means you're working. Anything happens better than watching TV. When you're sitting there getting 22 text messages, can't work at the house, and ask me something that's going to throw me off completely. While you're doing that bung, let me get some shout-outs. Stupid fuck. What'd you do? Do another one there. You're leaving me pot.
Another one? Okay.
Sure, you can't walk on one leg. You know what I'm saying?
That's so
What
sad.
kind of bong hit is that?
I don't know,
Finish
man. I'm
that
trying
thing.
not to cough and die on this podcast.
Let's go. You got to hit it hard. Let's go. You're doing these half fruitcake hits again when I'm not
doing
watching.
What are you talking about, fruitcake
Come on,
hits?
put the bong down. Rest it. Let's go. Rest it. Let it get some air.
Rest it?
There you go.
Okay.
Because you're moving it around too much. I can see that thing
How do you
falling.
move it too much?
Go ahead. Spark that soldier.
You told me to put it down.
No. Spark it. I thought you were going to put it on the table.
Take it from the table?
Go ahead, Lee. Don't worry about it. I thought you were doing
Jesus
something
Christ.
different. There you go. You got to hit it slow. You got to hit that. One more for the Marines. No, you were doing them good before. You know what to do. Leave the pipe over it. Let it burn. Suck it in slow. Stick your finger in the thing. Stick your finger in it, move it around a little bit. The weed. There you go. There you go. Now, hit that soldier, Jack. It's nice and slow. Now you filled, you clogged up the hole with your fat little Auschwitz finger. You embarrassed me. Huh? That was terrible too. If you're gonna hit the bong, this is how you need to hit it. All right. 26 years old, 4 years in college, don't know how to hit a
I don't have a
fucking
bong hitting class.
First off, you clean this shit out of here. You don't want to get somebody's THC breath in your breath or that THC germs in your germs. So you clean this out. You get yourself the blue cookies. You put it like this. It's a slow death. Let's pretend you have an ant. You don't want to burn them to death. You just want to put the light close to them, like something like that. So you light this thing very watch. I gotta wet my lips like a trombone player. Nice and slow.
Absolutely.
Lighter, A.
You okay?
That's Dr. Belize breathing. Right there. Now we gotta finish it. You see what I'm saying? It was a slow torture move. Did you see it? No genius. I'm no better than you. We put our legs on one pants at a time. Now you gotta do it again. Slow.
You say slow, but how do you have that much breath?
You gotta plan it. You gotta slug slowly. Not like a gorilla. Slowly to get the smoke activated. Come over here. Sit next to your Uncle Joey.
You need to. That's crazy.
Hold on to the bum. And you're gonna hold on to this, okay? This is loose. This is like a trombone. You see that? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on to that.
All right.
All right. Hold on to that. Don't drop nothing.
Okay.
Where's your control hand? On the trombone.
Okay.
Right there. No. What's that?
Okay.
What's that? What are you
I'll
hitting the
switch cameras
computer?
so people can see.
No, don't.
Okay.
All right. Ready? Nice and slow. Now kill it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You're a soldier of fortune. What can I tell you guys? I had surgery this week. Have a great night. Stay black, and thank you for being here.
The church of what's happening now. Wednesday night, March 30th, March 29th, I'm sorry. April Fool's weekend. Who gives a f***? Here we go. Little Michael Jackson and his brothers in 83, 84. Putting it together. Look at them. Here we go. Look.
So how many groups did the Jacksons have then? Because so there was I thought it was gonna be the Jackson 5 when you told me about it, but it's the Jacksons.
It's the Jackson 5. Then Michael Jackson and his brother left.
Okay.
All right. Michael Jackson went solo, and Jermaine went to Motown and started his solo label. He stayed with Berry Gordy because he was married to Berry Gordy's daughter. So the Jacksons left, and I think they went to Epic Records. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. And then what happened was, so the Jacksons replaced Michael with Randy Jackson, who was the baby Jackson, who used to play the bongos and was cute and shit, but he ain't no Michael Jackson.
I'm surprised they let it. I'm surprised he left.
So Michael had to go solo. You know, he wanted to go solo. He didn't want to be a Motown no more, whatever. He sang the song to Ben. So it was Willard, then Ben. Willard was a movie about rats. A kid who had rats, and he'd send the rats on you. The rats lived in the basement. He'd feed them.
Oh my God.
Throw on a clip from Willard. This is the creepiest.
That is not a movie I would ever watch.
Yeah, and then they remade it with the kid. Willard, when I was a kid, was the scariest, most disturbing film I ever saw as a child. And I saw a bunch of movies I shouldn't have saw as a child. Wait till you watch this video or the trailer for it. Now, like I said, it also was released. They did a remake of it with, I forget the kid. His father was in hard times. They did it. See,
What happened here, Lee?
I don't know. The TV might have gone on the fritz.
I did.
Go ahead, Willard, John Stewart.
You want to do the John Stewart one?
Yeah, let's see that one.
Okay.
That's the one. But see if they got the this is a trailer?
No, this is not.
No. Willard, the movie. Watch this. You're going to learn something, Lee. Watch this. Look up here.
These are his friends. They will do anything. for
Nope.
Willard.
He would take him to parties and
This is my nightmare.
Look at this.
Where your nightmares end, you should not see alone.
I'm telling you. So I was 9, and I was already getting traumatized by rats. That's why I hate rats. Now I'm thinking about why I hate rats. Not the
Do you
ones
think you being naturally funny held you back?
Yes, it made me very lazy at times. It made me lazy after I got into the store. I think about all those years. It made me very lazy because I knew I could go up there and smoke and mirror them. Now, at least, I'm giving them something. I'm giving them something about myself. I'm leaving something up there. And they're getting it, you know what I'm saying? Which I want to switch it up on this next tour. You follow me? I really want to switch it up. That's why I've been hibernating. Just, you know, you have to evolve. When I was on MMA's podcast yesterday, we talked evolution. I learned a lot from MMA, from evolving. Speaking of MMA, something happened this week that people are in shock of. You know, and we need to talk about it because a lot of people ask me about this. You know, the email numbers have been going down for the last 6 or 7 weeks. They went from being 90 emails a week, 70 emails a week to 40.
Okay.
But the subject, the main subject, I was looking at this Monday afternoon when I was answering emails. The main subject still is people trying to get their shit together. And how it starts. And it starts with a plan. And there's a way to do it, and there's a way not to do it, because there's different situations. I'm telling you.
10 a.m. He turned himself in at 10 a.m.
No, I know what time he turned himself in. What time did the incident happen on Friday night or Saturday night? Oh, Jesus Christ.
It doesn't say it in the article.
He turned himself in at 10 a.m. You say I gotta deal with people. Let me give some shout-outs real quick here.
I'll look it up for after this.
Yeah, Dead Squad, Charlotte. You know Jimmy Pitts. I love you. Ookie Spooky. Louis Zumud. Freddie Correa up there holding it down. The comedy. Pitway. Diana Mateo. And my man Pat Shea. I wish you a lot of luck. Bob Lalingus' dad is at home recovering. This is just to keep the lights on, to keep Lee in Chinese food. He's going to kettlebell class. Look at him. He's getting new clothes. He's thinking about moving the wife in. Then he wants to make her pay half the rent. Like
yeah, of course she's going to pay him. She's going to make more than I am.
She's got to send money to Mexico.
She's going to be making more money than God.
The cousin's got the chicken farm. And there you are sitting on the couch. You got the whole family living with you. You got people playing the drums in your house. Anyway,
people playing drums.
You know what, man? Let me tell you something. I am Cuban, but I always liked the thing of being American. You know what, man? I'll tell you what I still like. I tell you what I strive for. I wish that I could look you in the face, Lee, as my friend and my co-worker and my goomba. Like I said, you guess what I did, Lee?
What did you do?
I went and bought 2 tickets for us to go to the Lakers.
Oh, nice.
And you're going to go, really? Yeah, let's go down there. And on the way down there, you're going to sit there. And you're going to go, I wonder what Joey paid for these. And at one point in the night, I mean, you had a Laker game. No, it's not the Celtics. You know, we live here. We should support the Lakers. But at the end of the night, you're going to go, you know what, Joey? You paid $4 for those. I'd rather you would have given me a steak dinner for $2.50 and give me, you know what I'm saying? Give me cash. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here like a mukaligak.
You said that to people?
No, I didn't say that to people. But Lee,
this
is how you would feel.
It's expensive to go.
In a way, it's expensive to go to games. Like
oh no!
And also, my main men on it.com. Listen, that protein powder was delicious. I got the Shroom Tech. I took some today. I did a lot better in class. My gi's still wet. I'm a firm believer in Onnit. Listen, I know about this. I know about that. All I know is whenever I take an Onnit product, I feel great. Whether it's the Alpha, I'm back on the Alpha brain again. I'm a little sharper. I mumble because that's the weed. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? I've been smoking since 6 a.m. What have you done today? Anyway, before we end, let's go back to Onnit here. Go to Onnit.com right now and press in
Church.
Boom! And get the 10% off of any product, not weights or anything, just supplements, and they deliver it right to your door. No drama, no money, you're fun. You like what you read, you get to stay on the program. Most importantly, people still, Alpha Brain, you give it a shot. You don't like it, you send it back, you get them 100% money back guarantee. What are these noises you're making today? You got the mic up too high.
I'm making noises?
Yeah, you keep sitting there, and we can hear it. Stop it.
I'm sorry, I have no idea.
Anyway, I want to thank my main man, Syatt. We had a great March. Thank you for making March just phenomenal. And wait to see what we have for you in April.
And go to honor.com and use promo code CHURCH to get 10% off all of the great optimization products. Well, and you want to just close with this song?
Yeah. The rest of it. You like the hash?
Like the hash?
Smoother. You worked out this week. You spent the weekend with Mama. You came to Brea with me Thursday night.
Brea was fun.
I'm starting to love doing comedy again. You go in your ups and downs like anything else in life. You just go through ups and downs. You do something so much, you take it for granted, and you don't realize how lucky we have it that I'm allowed to write jokes and go up on stage. It was rough going out and seeing people this weekend. Only people who knew waited and came around the back. I got a lot of tweets from people who were pissed off, but you're right there. That's the kind of club that you're right there. I don't want to take pictures of people on the street. Some great people came out, dropped off some albums. You got a little Suavecito shaving cream.
I'm excited to try it.
Aftershave, a little something from them. They got me hair products. But it's really nice to be a part of something nice for once. I was always a part of shitty things. And it's always really nice. Like, somebody was saying the other day they had PTSD, and I giggled. And it's like when I leave the house, I always expect the worst shit to happen, so I'm not disappointed. So when something really nice happens, like those 3 nights, even in the green room, even Jack Jr. and Johnny Rock and Tommy Easter came down Thursday, and I'm really proud of him because he lives in his van. And I like the kid. I like the kid a lot. And I'm trying to teach him something from a different angle. Because he's seeing it. He's seeing that everybody down there that he's doing these little open mics with is coming from a weird angle. The first thing when you choose any career is to choose the right attitude going into it. And I had so many jobs and so many great opportunities, but I went into a bad opportunity. I went in there with bad attitudes. Not
Were
bad
you negative
attitudes.
about it?
No. I was not negative about the opportunities. I was weak-minded about the opportunities. I never gave them a chance to blossom. Before you give up on an opportunity, give it a chance to blossom either in your direction or the other direction so you know exactly where you stand before you really give up on it. Somebody offers you a job loading trucks. It's 12 to 9 at night. Your girlfriend's miserable because she doesn't get to see you. It's always little things like that you have to make a decision. That's a subliminal control. Those little addictions where you try to make plans, but you don't. Like people used to call me, hey man, let's meet tomorrow for coffee at 10. I don't think that's a good idea, dog.
10 was too early for you?
I was up, but I was in no mood to talk to you.
What time would you be in the mood to talk to people?
Whenever it was something to do about cash and how I was going to get another package of
Cash
Coke.
o'clock.
Cash or Coke at those days.
Jesus. And now it's completely different. Like, what do you have now? Does weed control your life like that?
There's nights I have a joint left. 10 years ago, I'd be going crazy. A lot of times I don't do the morning joint because I got no weed.
Oh, so you used to go crazy because you didn't have weed?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think last year, didn't I stop smoking for 3 months? I smoked a vapor pen.
Well, yeah, and you took edibles.
But I broke that mold. I still broke that thing. And then I realized that vapor pen don't do nothing. It's different, and that's why I used to say, look, for a year I've told you to get out of the house early. Now, you love it on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Oh,
As a matter
I can't
of fact,
wait.
now you can't wait. It's a trap. The house is a trap. The house is a trap for you. If you really spend time at it, you have to look at your schedule. Like when you're 20, why do you think you have roommates? Because you go, I can sleep in a closet for $200. But then you go to the kitchen and there's ants in your food, and then you see the limitations in your life, and you move up and you move up. But sometimes you're like, what do I do? I'm not even home. I'm the type of guy, I don't like being home. I like being home. I just don't like being trapped. I like getting sun. Sitting outside under a tree writing is completely different than writing in your notebook, writing in your room, writing in an office.
You know, typing on a computer in an office and writing longhand outside under the sun is two different fucking worlds.
What do you think about that, cocksuckers?
Oh, someone gave that to us on vinyl, didn't they?
What's that?
Don't you have that on vinyl now?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that on
Did
vinyl.
I bring it with me? Yes, I did.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, I did. I'm telling you. Nice people came this weekend. They brought albums. Here, this was Jesse from Brea. And they sent us 2 cards in here. Telling you, people fucking came out this weekend in full force. Tony Bennett, I want to be around. I can't tell.
Look how young he is.
Yeah, this is 1960 something. This has to be 1963. Yeah, because this album came out on my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, check it out. Go ahead, press in.
Is the name of the album I Want to Be Around?
Yeah.
That should be a Valentine's Day
Yeah,
card.
you know, a friendship is a relationship that you bang that person. you exchange liquids, you exchange meals, you know, but it's a friendship plus 3D. Rule number 1. Especially with your woman, if you like her, why make a beef where there ain't none? You want to go out of the house for an hour to pick up something that articulates her, or if you make sure you go out to see a friend or some stupid UFC fight. Sometimes I'm sitting there with my wife and I go, honey, you have the baby. Do you mind if I go to John Evans? And she'll go, no, I don't want to see that fight. No, shoot to John Evans, watch 2 fights, but on the way home, I'll stop at Yum Yum Donuts. And I get a Yoo-Hoo, so when I walk in, I got a Yoo-Hoo and a donut. You follow from my wife, so she gets it. She gets it. That's the only way you're going to come back is you bring her Yum Yum Donuts. But 5 hours, even Yum Yum Donuts won't save you.
Right.
Yum Yum Donuts can't bring you back after some woman's been sitting there for 5. First of all, she would have been sleeping.
Oh yeah, she would have been asleep. But we're at a weird place where, like when you first start dating, and I've never lived with a girl before or ever. Like whenever they're there, you want to spend all your time with them. But now I'm not gonna see her at all this summer. She's studying for the bar, so I'm not gonna see her for our anniversary or my birthday.
When's your birthday?
The 20th.
How old are you gonna be?
28. I had a panic attack this weekend thinking about that. I know that's young, and I know there's a lot of people out there who are like 28.
But it went fast, Lee.
Bro, I can't believe I'm 2 years away from 30.
Fast. When you were 21.
I met you at, I don't know, I must have been 23.
All right, so it's March.
April 4th.
April 4th. I'm sorry, that's how high I got on this show. Of 2006.
Yeah.
Right now, I was going through one of the toughest periods of my life. Emotionally. I was lost. The longest yard had been out almost a year, and all the things that were supposed to happen did not happen. And it was just fucking traumatizingly. It was traumatizing. This was the beginning of 10 years ago right now. This was the beginning of a funk that lasted till I had just gotten throat surgery. Yeah. I had just gotten neck surgery.
The ball?
The fat ball.
Okay.
I was recovering. I wasn't feeling good about myself. I was not healthy by no means. Not even in the ballpark, guys. Every time I walked into the doctor's office, they wouldn't let me leave then until my blood pressure went down. They'd give me the extra medication for me to walk out.
Really?
Yeah, I was walking around at 180 or 160 in those days. Now I'm walking around at 150, over 80, and after an hour I'll go down to 130. That's how bad a shape I was in. 10 years ago, right now, March of 2006, if I think, because Carlos and Joe had just had their beef, and I didn't stop doing blow till 2007. So that last year before I stopped doing blow was my year of just mental. I didn't know what I was going to do with my wife. Me and my girlfriend at the time weren't doing so well. We were at the 6-year mark, and we had just gotten out of a bad hole, and we were going right back into another cash-wise.
Oh no! What was happening?
I got on the blow, and now was from the longest yard money. Now my resistance had gone up from the blow. So now I was doing $120 a night.
A night?
$120 a night on a minimum. 4 nights a week.
Oh my god! Of course it does. That's like $500 a week.
It's $2,000 a month. That's without weed
And food and rent.
So that was the beginning of my hell.